So what we do today is we are going to work out on the questions based on the joins. Fine. That is the next concept of your SQL which is to be done. For that, I have taken up this worksheet, which is this one. Now let's first understand what is the concept of join quickly. Okay. Now the concept of join basically talks about there are situations where I have to access data from multiple tables in SQL. I'm not opening the PPT and going through the whole thing. I'm just trying to brief it as briefly as possible. Okay. So whenever I want to take data from multiple tables, now where will the situation of a multiple table arise? What I was explaining you in this previous worksheet also, if I open this again, you have, just a second. Yeah. In this question also, I was trying to explain you that there definitely must be a table which is having the details of the car. There must be a table which is having the detail of the customer ID. There must be a table where you have details of the employee ID. Right? In order to not repeat my data at this place, fine, I am doing this kind of a setup that I only pick the primary key from that table and place it here. Linking field hai correct. Now, in the query I explained you, if I say that in this case, I want to know the name and the phone number of the customer. I want to know the name and phone number of the customers who have bought more than 2 cars from my showroom. Fine. Now, name and phone number is not here in this table at all of the customers. वो तो अलग table में है. I just have my customer ID here because if a person is buying 5 cars, 10 cars from me, then for those 10 entries, I don't want उसका जो मैंने 10, 15, 20 field का data I have stored for him. That whole data I repeat 10, 15 times. This concept of primary key, foreign key, and linking field has been developed in the database environment in order to stop repetition of data, redundancy of data. Because यहाँ पे चलो वो 10 कार खरीदेगा अपनी जिंदगी में, not more than that. But there are other situations where the entries could be in hundreds, in thousands. Then why do I repeat the information which I don't need always? Right? But there should be some mechanism by which I should be able to, at any point of time, extract that information simultaneously. Like here, I want to know number of cars, the customer details of those customers who have bought more than 2 cars from me. Correct? Quite logical. मुझे सिर्फ ID से नहीं, मुझे उसका नाम, I want his phone number, I want his address, I want everything. मुझे उसको gift भेजना है दिवाली को. Right? So I want his entire detail to be picked up from that table also. Now, when I want to do that, I go for this concept called as joins. So what I'm trying to do is, in the same query, I'll try to extract data from 2 tables simultaneously. And this format can be applicable for more than 2 tables also. You can actually join data from any number of tables. You should be able to handle it. Okay. What we learn is handling 2 tables together. If the format is same, so if you know how to handle 2 tables, you can handle 10 tables also. The formats are same. Okay. So the purpose is that, my purpose is that I want to extract multiple information from more than one table at any point of time. And I'm giving you this example for that. And I want the customer's name, I want his address, I want his telephone number, I want his date of birth, I want to send him some flowers on his birthday, I want to send him some gift on New Year or Diwali, whatever. So I want all his details with the number of cars people have bought. Now, यहाँ पे it's 2 only. But if it is like some people have bought 4 cars, 5 cars, so जितना ज़्यादा होगा for those customers I want to send. So I want the data. Right? Now, how do I do it? That is the purpose. Now, the underlying concept behind how the machine works for this, there's a concept called as Cartesian product. Internally वो करता है इस काम को करने के लिए. But अभी हम internally वाली concept पे बात नहीं कर रहे हैं. We have done that in detail. You can check out that recording. What I try to tell you here is, in brief, how do I write my query that my work is done, which is a very simple process. Technically, which is a very, very simple process that whenever I want to extract data from multiple tables, what is the process? Okay. Now let us understand the situation and work on that. ठीक है? Underline concept and types of Cartesian products and कैसे क्या है. I'm not going into those details that we have already done. Okay. Now see this particular data. There's one table which is called as item. Okay. Item ID. So this becomes my primary key as usual. Name of the item, who's the manufacturer, and what is the price. So for every individual item, I'm preserving only this much data. It could be date of purchase of the item. It could be the dimensions of the item. It could be color of the item, which godown I have kept it, from which location I bought it. बहुत कुछ हो सकता है, but I've only picked up the basic information for item name, the manufacturer, and the price. Fine. Now you see here that there are personal computers, multiple personal computers bought from different vendors or personal computer I have from Dell also, from Asus also, from Intel also, whatever. Okay. So multiple people have given me the product. Now सबका product I have kept. Fine. This table is clear. यहाँ पे कोई foreign ID, foreign key मुझे नहीं दिख रहा है. This is the primary key here. Now when a customer comes to you, you are recording what thing he is buying from you. Okay. So I give him a customer ID. I preserve his name. I say that, okay, from which place it is being bought. It could be an online purchase. So I have the detail that from which city that customer belongs to and which product he is buying. I don't put the entire detail of the product there because I have the entire detail of the product in another table. Okay. So customer details are here and what he has bought is just the ID of the item. So LC03 किसने LC03 क्या है? मिसेस रेखा ने क्या खरीदा? तो हम जाएंगे इस LC03 को लेके और इस टेबल में ढूंढेंगे LC03 क्या है. We go here and we find that okay, she's bought a laptop जो कि PQR मैन्युफैक्चरर का है और उसका कॉस्ट 57,000 है. तो मुझे कस्टमर टेबल में कुछ भी नहीं है डेटा रिगार्डिंग द आइटम other than the ID, right? So situations where I want to say that okay, what item name and price Mrs. Rekha has purchased. Give me the item name and price of what Mrs. Rekha has purchased. Okay, now this is the query. You know that Mrs. Rekha is here. So ये data मुझे यहाँ से pick करना है, right? And item name and price is in the other table. So the moment I see this kind of a thing, I know that I have to perform a join in this query. That's my first analysis, right? Second thing, I have to search for what is my common field. अब मुझे ये यहाँ से रेखा का data उठा के I have to pick something from here so that I can go into that table and pick the data from there. So I have to find the foreign key in this table, the linking field, the common data. Here you can see the name of the common data is same. But there are situations where your name of the common data is not same. The field name is not same. The content is same, but the field name is not same. There are reasons for keeping a separate field name, but it could be both ways. This field name can be same also, the field name can be different also in your paper. So we have to understand the question as it is in both the situations. Okay. So we have to find out the common field. That is my second point. And then I have to then start writing my query. Okay. Now both the tables are ready here. If I'm not wrong, let me show it to you. Select start from item 1 because there was some other table with the name item. Okay. And select start from customer. I just wrote the table. You can see both my tables are ready. Now my question is that I want to find out the item details of what Rekha has purchased. Fine. I can see from here, first judgment is that do I get the data from one table or do I get it from multiple tables? So as per my judgment, I get it from multiple tables. Because it is not only my extraction will be only the item details, but condition C name Rekha jahan pe hai. So I am using the second table also, whether I'm using it for extracting the data or in the conditions or in the order by or in the group by, kahin pe bhi you are using data from the other table, I have to perform join. Okay. Now, what is the process of performing the join? It is a very simple process actually. What is it? What all you need? So I need, okay, I need the customer name also. I need the item name and I need the price. Okay. Out of these three, nothing is common in both the tables. C name bhi ek table mein, I name bhi ek table mein, price bhi ek table mein. So there is no confusion. If at any point of time there is a confusion, like if I add I underscore ID also, कि मुझे उसका item ID भी चाहिए, what Rekha has purchased. Okay. Now I underscore ID is available in two tables, both the tables rather. That's what I want to say. So in that case, it creates a confusion. What? Let us do that also so that that error stays in your mind. Okay. So जो जो चाहिए तुमने लिखा. After that you write from which all tables. Okay. So I need it from my customer table also and I need it from my item table also. Doesn't mind which table name you write first. You can write any table name in the first thing, but both the table names have to be written. Okay. At times students stop here. Okay, what all I need from which all tables I have written. So you should give it to me. Okay. But the problem is if you do like this, number one, in this case, I get first error, which is IID is ambiguous. Why? Because it is there in both the tables. So he is confused कि कौन सा table का IID उठाऊं. Data same होगा एक point पे जाके. But for him, it is a confusion. So first thing is, if your data is common, then you have to put a qualifier. Like I say, Rodunil is there in C section also, or in 11th class also, and 12th class also. Now, if Neera ma'am says, go and call Rodunil. So Guard Bhaiya will say, which Rodunil? So you will say class 11 ka Rodunil, right? So you are qualifying that person. Correct? Here also, my qualification is table name. Pick up the item ka item ID. The process of qualifying is table name dot field name. Okay? One confusion resolved. Now, second confusion is to be first seen. अब इस चीज को देखो. This is the output he's giving me. Okay. Now my problem is that he has actually done a Cartesian product. जो internally मैं कह रही हूँ एक phase पे वो first step he will do. He multiplies both the data from both the tables and then picks up the common data. ठीक है. अब common data मैंने उसको बोला ही नहीं pick करने के लिए, तो उसने पूरा multiply करके दे दिया. This is the Cartesian product. And this is, there's a logic behind it. If you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records in one table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records in another table. So 5 into 5, 25 records will be there in the customer table in the Cartesian product. Okay, because one record multiplied with all the other records of the second table, second record multiplied with all the other records of the second table, like that. So 25 records. Obviously, मैं इसमें ढूंढूंगी नहीं because Rekha has not bought the personal computer, है ना? So मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं है वाला data. So that is the now third thing. Number one, what all I need with the qualifying thing. Number two, from which all tables I need. Number three, and the most important one is I pick up the common field and design my join condition. That please pick up those data where the item ID is matching. Means LC03 के लिए यही वाला डेटा चाहिए मुझे सिर्फ. Because this is the common matching field for LC03. PC03 के लिए I want this one, not all the other values from the first table. Okay. So to tell him that, I have to tell him that wherever my customer item ID matches item ka item ID. Please display me that data. You get the data. Rekha has bought laptop of this price. Manch has bought personal computer of this price. Rajiv has bought personal computer of this price. Rajneesh has bought laptop of this price. Vijay has bought personal computer of this price. एक ढूंढने को सिर्फ रेखा का चाहिए था. है ना, मुझे सबका नहीं चाहिए, राइट. So I add on a additional condition. Now this becomes compulsory. इसको आंख बंद करके you have to write whenever you are using two tables here. This join condition will definitely come. Otherwise you get something like this, which is irrelevant for me. If there are only 5 records or 25 records are there. If there are 10 records also or 15 records also, then imagine the amount of data you give. I don't need it. No use for me. So this is a compulsory thing to be done when you're talking about two tables. Or even if you're talking about more tables, there has to be a joining field for all these. 1 से 2, 2 से 3, 3 से 4. आप कैसे जोड़ रहे हो उसको? How will you pick the data? That has to be given. Okay. Plus, if you want to give some additional condition that I only want where the prices are more than a particular value or less than a particular value, or I only want it for the personal computer, जिन्होंने personal computer खरीदा वो data चाहिए. Or like in this question, I'm saying I only want it for Rekha. That what has Rekha what? Okay. So this much is to be done. And the second condition which I'm giving is that customer name should be Rekha. Only Rekha's detail. Is it okay? Is it fine? Thumbs up, please. Is it understood? If not, tell me what is the confusion here. I have told you the basic process that how the query will be done. Underlying concepts, what are objective questions के लिए we have to study further. But what I'm telling you is that for the basic questions. Now let us see and analyze a few questions which we can do within my time, whatever I have, another 5 minutes. Where I have to use a join query, where I don't have to use a join query. How do I judge for all these things? Okay, let us check out that once. And I don't think for you too, it will be difficult. So let us do this. Display the details of those customers whose city in Delhi. Whose city is Delhi. Do I need a join query in this or not? This you have to tell me. This much at least. But display the details of those customers whose city is Delhi. Display the details of those customers. Customer ka data chahiye. Those customers whose city is Delhi. Come on, speak up. I want to write it in the message box. What should be the funda? Do I go for a join query or I don't go for a join query? No, correct. Sukmani has understood that fact. I expect Rodhan also. I don't need it because I have the data in the same table. So directly ho jayega mera query. Hai na? So that is the first judgment when you get the question. That do I need to use a join query or I don't need to use a join? Right? So for that, what I do is, let us quickly do it also simultaneously. Select. I need what? Details of those customer details. Bola so everything. Without mentioning any details. From customer table where city is equal to Delhi. So Delhi, I got my customer detail. Simple, ये तो normal था. ठीक है? Details of items whose price is in the range of this. Do I need a join query for this? Detail of item where the price is in this range. Price of money डाली. Details of item I need. Item detail में मेरे पास I just have these 3 details. And my price range where the condition is that the price range should be this. Price range is also in this table. Why do I need it? Same table only, individual. No, the question doesn't say. It says display the details of item whose price is in this range. It is not saying display me the details of those customers who have bought the item whose price range is this. In that case, it will be. Okay? Simple. Good. So here I say select. Again, details कौन सा चाहिए नहीं बोला है. So everything I'll say from item where price between, sorry, can't see that. Where price between 35,000 and 55,000. So first step of judgment is whether to use a join query or not. क्या गलती किया मैं? Unknown column price. enter the column of price. Oh, item 1. Sorry, it has to be item 1. Item is some other thing. Okay, simple, straight. Now let's me see this. I want customer name, I want city, I want item name they have bought, and I want the price also with their corresponding matching item IDs. यहाँ पे चाहिए सी नेम इधर से मिलेगा, आई नेम उधर से मिलेगा, प्राइस उधर से मिलेगा, सिटी इधर से मिलेगा, आईआईडी दोनों के पास है, whichever you want to pick, है ना? So yes, so in this case I need. Rodrin, you are not answering. I hope you are understanding it. Is it fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So in this case, I just have to write my detail the way I've written it earlier also. What all I need C name. C name is individual. एक ही field है in both the tables, so no confusion. I need the city also. I need the I name also. They are all individuals, so no confusion. I need the price also. Again, individual, no confusion. Only in this case, I will have to go for the qualifying story. Okay. Because it is common in both the tables. From item 1, cust. And whenever it is two tables, blindly, सोचना भी नहीं है. Blindly, you have to give the join condition. जो common field है, उसको equate करना ही करना है. Item. अच्छा, because again the common field is the same name field. Well, the name is same. So I have to qualify it also. Item 1 dot I underscore ID is equal to cust dot I underscore. तो सबका डिटेल आ गया. Is it fine? Rest are this is a worksheet where I've tried to combine all sorts of things from your 11th as well so that you are able to handle it. But for joining, this is the main thing required. Nothing else. If there additional condition, you put an and give the additional condition as per the question. Otherwise, इतने में वो आपको डेटा दोनों टेबल से ढंग से निकाल के देता है. Okay. Whenever you get time, practice. I'm not really expecting much till your extra classes are over. I understand it's too much of studies. Okay. So then let's see when we meet next. Try to keep these things in mind. I'll post all this material, whatever I have with the recording and the screenshots and the worksheet in the group, in the classroom, so that it's there for you. Okay. Bye-bye. Relax. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye-bye.